Jai Hind everyone. Myself Amrita Tiwari, Assistant Professor, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Today my topic is on C language, that is iteration and loop, that is use of while, do while and for loop. We will discuss these three basic loops, that is while, do while and for loop, and understand what are the difference between all three among them. So the contents are this: while loop, do while and for loop. So let us start with the while loop. So first of all, you should know what is a loop and iteration. A loop statement allows us to execute a statement or a group of statements multiple times, and following is a general form of the statement in the most programming languages. If we want to add 5 times, that is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, instead of writing in a line by lines plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, we can write in a one loop, in a single loop. We can use a for loop like this: for I is equal to 0, I is less than equal to 5, I plus plus, and it will add 5 times in a single line only. So this is the advantages of using the loops. We can the multiple iteration we can do in a single line. So this is a basic form of how we do our iteration. If there is a condition, if the condition is true, the condition code will be executed like this. If the condition code is executed, if it is false, then it comes out from the loop and do another iteration, another code. So why use a loop in C language? Why we have to use? That's I have already told you. If we want to print the 10 natural number, then instead of using printf 10 times, we have to write printf 0, printf 1, printf 2 up to 10 times. Instead of writing this, we can simply write in a loop that run up to 10 iteration. So this is a very good advantage of the using the iteration loop. It simplifies the complex program in an easy way. It enables us to alter the flow of the program, so that writing the same code again and again, we can repeat the same code for finite times. So the code we are writing, instead of writing line by line, it will reduce the sentences also in the if we use the iterations. So the three advantages of the loops are: firstly, it provides the code reusability. We can use that code again and again in more than one program, in more than one segments. Using a loop, we do not have to write the same code and again. I am telling you from the starting of the PPT that we don't have to write the same code again and again. Simply write just one sentence for the iteration, and it will automatically, like this in the example, we have to write only one line, and it will print the 10 natural numbers. Using a loop, we can also traverse our elements of data structure like a array and linked list. We can also traverse it. Traverse means we can go through one after another all the nodes in the array or a linked list. So these are the basic advantages of using the loop in a C. So let us start with the what is the use of while loop. So while loop targets executes repeatedly a target statement as long as the given condition is true. This is the syntax of the while loop. That is, we write the while, we will write the condition. What will be the condition? And if the condition is true, then it will come inside this loop and execute the respective statements. If it is false, it will not come into this loop, and it will go here and print whatever the statement is behind them. So what is a flow chart? We will file a while condition loop. The condition code will be executed. If the condition is true, then the condition code will be executed, and if it is false, then it will come out of the loop. It will not go into the loop. So this is the for loop. It will first check the condition. We can understand with this simple example. Here This is the library file, as you know, standard input output.h header file. Then we have a main function. In this we have initialized one integer a, that is equal to 10, and here we have a condition. What is a condition? While a is less than 20. If the condition is true, we have to print the value of a. So print the value of a if this condition is true, and a plus first we have to do. So if we check if we do compilation, during the compilation, a's value is 20, it will come here, it will check while a is 10 is less than 20, condition is true, then it will execute. First output will be our 10. Then we have a plus plus, we have to increment the value of a. Now our value will become 11. Again we will check here, it will come out from the loop. Again we will check if 11 is greater than 20, less than 20, condition is true, then it will print 11. Again a is now will become a plus plus, a will become 12 up to 19. Up to 19 it will execute. When our a becomes 19, so it will again check 19 is less than 20, condition will be true, then it will print 19 like this. Like this it will print all from 10 to 19. But when we will do a plus plus, then our value of a will become 20. Now it will again check is 20 is less than 20. This is false, because 20 is not less than 20. It will be true when it will be like 20 is less than equal to 20 or 20 is equal to 20. Then only this condition will be true. But the condition is a is less than 20, though, so the condition is not true, it will not come inside this loop, and we will be having this output from value of 8 from 10 to 19. So this is the way for executing our while loop. It will check the condition, then only it will come inside the loop. Now we will see what is the do while loop. In do while, it will first execute the statements and then it will check the condition. It is in while loop, what we are doing, it will first check the condition and then execute the statement. But in do while, it will first execute and then check the condition. So at least one time our statement will be executed. So this is a big difference between the while and do while. Sometimes or many times it is a basic difference, and many times it will be asked by you for the students ki what is the difference between while and do while. So main difference is in using a while loop, it will first check the statement, check the condition, then only execute. But in do while, at least one time the statement will be executed, and because the condition statement is after the do statement, that is we are executing the statement. So at least one time the statement will be executed, then the condition will be checked. If it is true, then it's fine. If it is false, then it will come out from the loop. So if we see here, do matlab see condition code, we are executing the statement and then we are checking the condition. So first condition code will be executed one time at least. Then if the condition is true, then it will go above or it will be come out from the loop. So this is the do while loop. Same example, if we see the same example here, same, and we have initialized the value a is equal to 10. Now this statement in while loop, this statement comes after this while condition, but in do while it is coming before the while. So do, that means this statement will be executed at least once. So do print the value of a is equal to a plus 4. So first output will be a is equal to 10 and our value of a will be incremented by 1, that is now our value will be 11. Now it will check while A is less than equal to 20. Now 11 is less than 20. Condition is true. Then it will go above. And now again it will come inside the loop. It will execute 11. Again A will become 12. Now, like this we'll be getting value from 10 to 19. So at the output will be, the statements are executed at least once. So this is the main difference between while and do while. So from this we can see what is the difference between while and do while. So in while loop the condition is tested before any statement is executed, while in do while the statement is executed at least once even the condition is false. This is a very important difference you should know. So the syntax I have told you earlier, the syntax are also different. Here condition while and then statement. Here do statement is first and then while condition. So in while no semicolon is needed offer at the end of the condition, while in do while semicolons needed after the end of the condition. Also sometimes it is asked what are the term we used for the while loop. So for while loop, also known as entry control loop, because it first check the condition and then the statement will be executed. While do while is all known as exit control loop. That means it will execute at least one statement and then the condition will be checked. That's why it is also known as exit control loop. Next difference is while loop may or may not be executed, not to be executed at all. So the condition, if condition is true, it will execute it or it will not be executed, but the do while will execute it at least once. While loop can lead to errors if the condition is always false, while do while prevent the error if it runs at least once. So these are the major difference between the while and the do while. You should know. Now let us see the for loop. It is very important. We use most of the time, the for loop is used everywhere. So what is the for loop? For loop is a repetition control structure that allow you to efficiently write a loop that needs to execute a specific number of times. So what is the syntax? You should know the syntax. Sometimes it is asked what is the syntax for the for loop. So for the for loop, this is the for loop. This is a statement. Firstly comes the initialization, then comes the condition, then comes the increment. Okay? For example, if we write for int I is equal to 0, I is less than equal to 10, I plus plus. So this is a initialization, this is condition, I is less than equal to 10, this is condition, and increment I less plus plus. We can also do decrement also here. We can also do decrement. Okay? So then inside the loop there comes the statements. The following statements will be there. So what is the flow chart? If we see the flow chart, for initialization, condition, and increment, the statement, then condition code. If then we will check here int, we will come here inside the loop, int whatever this part, then condition, we will check condition. If the condition is true, then code will be incremented and executed. If condition is false, it will not be executed or incremented. So this is the basic syntax for the for loop. If we see with the example, same example like we have seen for the while and do while, int stdio.io.h header file, then main. Now here let's just see, for int a is equal to 10. In while loop what we are doing, this part comes before the while statement, but in for loop the whole statement comes like this. This is initialization. We are initializing the int variable a with the integer data type, and its value is 10. Now, what is the condition? What is the condition? That a should be less than 20. A should be less than 20, and what we are doing the increment, that is a is equal to a plus plus, or we can write a is a plus plus, or we can write a is equal to a. This both are same. Both are same. So in while and do while, these statements come in 2 to 3 lines, but in for, see, it comes in one single line. In one single line. So for loops are used most of the time. So in single statement, we have initialization, we have condition also, and we have increment also. Now, if these three statements are true, then only it will print the value of a. So we have initialized the value of a is equal to 10. That is, now we have the value of a is equal to 10. A is less than 20, means 10 is less than 20. Condition is true. So a plus plus, it will do a plus plus, and it will print the value of a. So our first output will be a is equal to 10, and the value will be incremented to 11. Now again, now here our value is 11 now. So now a 11 is less than 20. Condition is true. It will print a is equal to 11, and a will be incremented to 12 up to 19. Up to 19 it will be included. Now if the value of a is 19, 19 is less than 20, condition is true. It will print a is equal to 19. Now value will be incremented to 20. Now value of a is 20. Again 20 is less than 20, condition false. It will come out from the loop, and it will print only from 10 to 19. So this is the in while, do while and for loop. All three are the loops. So the output will be same for all three. So output for all three is value from 10 to 19. But implementation and execution style is different for all three. In while, what we are doing was, we will first check the condition, then the statement will be executed. In do while, what we are doing, we will execute the statement first, do statement come first, and then while we will checking with the while statement. So in do while, at least at one time, the statement will be executed. But in for loop, all three, the initialization, the condition, and the increment or decrement, both three will come in one single line, and we will checking all three at once, and the output for all three will be the same. So according to demand of the program or where we are using different types of loop, we can use all three, and all three are very efficient to use. So let us see one more example, factorial of a given number. So we have to print the factorial. What is a factorial? If we write the factorial of 5, so factorial of 5 will be 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. And the multiplication of all this will be the factorial of 5. So let us see with the with the for, how we will do. Firstly, see, int main we have initialized. Now we need one variable for declaring any number we want to execute. This is a user defined. So we are taking the input from the user. So we will initialize the value of int is equal to int I. Then we need one fact or f for storing the factorial, and it should be 1. It cannot be 0. Why it cannot be 0? If we write fact is equal to 0, and if we multiply here, the fact is equal to 0 into 1, the multiplication will become 0. If we multiply 0 with anything, the answer will be 0. So the fact will be 1 for storing the factorial of a given number. Then we will need a one num. We will take one variable also num for the taking the user from the user to find the factorial of a respective number. So from the user, we are taking the input. Printf input the number. Now scanf, we will initialize with the for the int variable, we have specifier like this, see, and we initialize with the num. Now factorial will be start. We will be checking the condition. For int I is equal to 1, this is initialization. Initialization, we have taken int I here. Num is less than equal to num, I is less than equal to num, and I plus plus. This is the start of the loop for the factorial. If the condition is true, then f is equal to I plus plus. So let us see. So for on the output, let us take 4. We have num is equal to 4. See, num is equal to 4. From the user, we want to find the factorial of the 4. Now come to this loop. Come to this loop. I is 1. I is, that means 1 is less than equal to 4. Condition true. I plus plus. All 3 statements for the for loop is true. Now what we are doing? F is equal to f into I. That means f, what is the value of f? First 1. 1 into, what is the value of I? 1. Now the fact have the value of 1. I plus plus. So now value will be of I will be incremented to 2. Now I is equal to 2. 2 is less than equal to 4. Condition true. I plus plus. The value of I will become 3. Now we will come here. F is equal to 1 into 2. Now again, now I value is 3. 3 is less than equal to 4. Condition true. Here now f is equal to 1 into 3 2 into 3. Now again I value become 4. 4 is less than equal to 4. Condition true. Now f is equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Now I will become 5. 5 is less than equal to 4. Condition false. It will come out from the loop. So the factorial for the 4 is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So now like this we will get the factorial of the 4. You can, I have told you with the for loop, you can do same thing with the while and do while loop. Do try this. It will do try this. It will help you out the more understanding between the while and do while loop. So that's all from my side. Thank you.